Okay, shared electric two-wheeler mobility company Yulu has raised $19.25 million or about 160 crore rupees in an equity funding round from its existing investors Magna and Bajaj Auto. These funds have been raised via a further issuance of shares to existing strategic investors. This infusion is going to help the company fast-track its growth plans, cater to the demand for its shared EV services. So joining me now to discuss this funding and more is Amit Gupta, the co-founder and CEO of Yulu. Amit, welcome to Startup Street. Thanks very much for your time here. This $19.25 million funding from Magna and Bajaj Auto. After this, how does the shareholding structure change? First, if you could take us through that.
Thanks, Ritu, first of all, for having me on this call today. So from a structure perspective, both investors have increased their share of within Yulu. Both of them are below 20%. This is a threshold what Magna and Bajaj both wanted. So they've almost maximized their shareholding within the company.
All right. How do you plan to deploy this capital? What sort of rise in demand are you seeing that you're looking to cater to, you said, with this additional capital?
Certainly. So most part of this money will be spent in growing our fleet size. So currently we have an active fleet size of approximately 31,000 vehicles. And with this money will continue to grow. So we are looking at growing 5,000 to 6,000 vehicles every month. So that's the kind of demand which we are able to see from our existing markets. But these 3, 4 cities where we are present is not the only set of cities. Yulu is also planning to enter new markets. We've already identified the next 3 markets. So we believe that by end of this year, we will be 7 to 8 cities within the country. And most of this money will be deployed in going deeper or going wider in these 7 to 8 markets. Apart from that, we're also working on one new product. So currently, if you look at our product portfolio, it's largely low-speed vehicles, which are namely Yulu Miracle, which is moving people, and Yulu Dex, which is helping gig workers to become delivery personnel for food and grocery deliveries. And currently, almost 80% of our revenue comes from the second line of business. Today, if you look at the opportunity of the intracity delivery market, not only the food, grocery, and medicine where we have a good product market fit, but the likes of e-commerce companies who have to carry 15 to 20 package in one go from their fulfillment centers to the customers. That is one market where we have not been very active. And what we need to do, or what we are right now doing, we are kind of putting together a new scooter, two-wheeler, which can carry a payload of 40 to 50 kilogram very easily. And with that, we will be able to increase our total addressable market and serviceable addressable market, both TAM and SAM, dramatically high. And these are the 2 areas where I see most of the money going. You're also there's a lot of talk about profitability and how much money you're burning. So good news is we're very close to profitability as well. So, not too much of money will be going towards just in the OPEX gap. So we will hit profitability very soon.
Okay, Amit. Yeah.
That's all.
Sure. Amit, thank you for answering that comprehensively. You covered my next 4 questions, but you're also in the market to raise your Series C funding this year. What are the plans there? What are the timelines you're looking at, and which investors are you in talks with?
Sure. So first of all, formally, we are looking to kick off that process sometime next quarter, and give or take whatever 4 to 6 months in terms of closure. So sometime this year, we will basically go and raise $70 to $100 million. As far as the profile of the investors are concerned, we are actually going to engage with financial investors this time, unlike our last 2 rounds where we ended up taking money from strategic investors. And based on the inbound interest, is coming from a lot of impact investors, people or the funds who have got money riding on climate change, sustainability. So they are the natural fit for our journey.
Sure. Okay. Amit, just a few seconds to go. Your 2026 IPO plans, they're on track?
So we believe next 2 to 3 years. So we hit profitability end to end, PAT positive sometime this year, and then imagine 2 more years where we have to continuously show the whole profitability
Okay.
and growth situation both. So while we are not in hurry, I think we
Okay.
want to make sure that we hit those milestones before going for a very sizable and high
Okay.
quality IPO.
Amit, thanks very much for your time here on CNBC TV 18. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you.
Same here, Ritu. Thank you very much.
Well, with that, it's time for us to head into a short break. But coming up, PhonePe's Indus App Store crosses 1 lakh downloads since its launch. So how does it differ from Google's Play Store? PhonePe CEO explains on the other side. Stay tuned.